Fires lead our news tonight. We'll tell you about this one and another that was set on purpose.
And what you see is not all you get. Tonight we'll investigate the art and controversy of subliminal seduction.
We'll learn one reason why criminals are still on the streets and check out the new look of an old bestseller.
All that plus a lot more next on News Center 2 at 6.
Colon cancer, the #2 cancer killer in America. This test, free and simple, may identify colon cancer at a stage when it can still be cured. Now, for more information on the test or facts about colon cancer, call the St. John hotline, 742-1600, and pick up your free test kit at any Eckerd drugstore. It may save your life.
Tulsa's largest automotive superstore. Whitlock Auto guarantees super selection, super service. Whitlock Auto, the automotive superstore.
These are 5 of a many leading children's chewable vitamin.
1986 Pontiacs at no down payment. Lister Pontiac Leasing makes driving excitement affordable excitement. And here's proof. A brand new 86 Lister Pontiac 6000, Bonneville or Firebird. All with air, cruise control, tilt steering wheel, AM/FM stereo, and more. Your choice, no down payment at just $215 a month. Lease a new 86 air-conditioned Grand Am sedan for only $185 a month. Or get details on buying selected new Pontiacs with 8.8% financing now at Lister Pontiac, Tulsa.
You're watching KJRH TV 2, Tulsa. Live from KJRH in Tulsa, Sam Jones, Beth Ringel, meteorologist Gary Shore, and sports director Jerry Weber. This is News Center 2 at 6.
Good evening. A man holding a grudge set fire to a downtown building this afternoon, but he didn't get away with it. This was the scene at First in Cincinnati, where the fire broke out. We don't have the video, but we'll go on. Police say 2 security guards caught the arsonist setting the fire, then apprehended him. Armed with a knife, the suspect slashed the forehead of one of the guards, but reports say the wound is not serious. In custody is Donald Peeler. He has confessed to the crimes. Police would not say exactly.
The state prison at McAllister. It's one of many criminal institutions in Oklahoma that house the more than 8,000 inmates in the state. But according to Department of Correction officials, there may be many more criminals out on the streets that should be behind these bars. And here's the reason. When a judge hands down a sentence to someone accused of a crime, many times there may not be enough information.
That will make access to juvenile records a lot easier.
The Department of Corrections will now be able to complete these files with juvenile records from courts and institutions. Judge B.R. Beasley says the information could be used.
Millsap says this new juvenile records law is just a beginning, and she also says that much stronger laws are needed to make sure that criminals end up behind bars.
Tulsa Police Chief Bob Dick has finished reading a lengthy internal report on the policeman who fatally shot a disturbed Vietnam War veteran. But the chief isn't saying whether he thinks the shooting was morally justified or what action the department may take against the officer. Chief Dick says he will make an announcement sometime tomorrow. Officer Kevin Johnson is the policeman who fired a fatal shot after he was attacked by the veteran following a traffic stop. The DA has already concluded that no laws were broken. The district attorney's office is being tight-lipped about what action it may take against the We Believe.
From Mexico come 75 special visitors to Tulsa. They arrive.
Next on News Center 2, an important Supreme Court decision could make Oklahoma retry all of its death row inmates.
Also tonight, a report on subliminal seduction. What you see is not always what you get.
Truck buyers save thousands on over 200 of the best-selling trucks in the world. Dungeons Brothers Ford crushes high interest rates with 6.6% financing. That's right, we made special arrangements for 6.6 from Ford, crushing high payments. 86 Rangers as low as $109.
And with the people you love, there's no better time. 'Cause our quality's showing, our momentum is growing with no limit above. It must be TV2, let's all be there. On TV2, let's all be there.
Phone the neighbors, wake the kids.
KJRH, let's all be there. It must be TV2, let's all be there. People come together in the moments that they share. On TV2, let's all be there. Oklahoma comes together in the moments that we share. On TV too, let's all be there.
Do you know what subliminal advertising is? It's been around a long time, but many people aren't aware of it, and that's the whole point. The ads are designed to reach your subconscious mind without you knowing it. News Center 2's Bruce Dunbar shows you how.
Budget Video discounts every major brand, and if you're in this red area, you'll receive your order in 5 days.
This is a commercial for a local video store. Notice anything unusual? No? Let's slow it down. There. That's the subliminal message. It's only on for a fraction of a second, just long enough to register in your subconscious mind. But what does a woman in a bikini have to do with selling television sets? Nothing really, but that's not the point. It's there to get your attention, and the advertiser says it works.
Whenever we play the commercial in other markets in the country, we've had a huge increase in telephone calls.
Advertisers can also use subliminal messages to say something about themselves. The logo on this men's clothing store in Woodland Hills Mall is a good example. If you'll look carefully, you'll notice the stylized JC & Company letters form the outline of the Christian sign of the fish.
I hope it represents the idea that we are going to treat our customers fairly, that we do stand behind our product.
Some advertisers aren't that noble. Advertising expert Wilson Key says they want to sell their product, even if you're not especially interested in buying it.
Now, if you can lock something in there and relate it to a product at this subconscious level, it will evoke purchasing behavior.
Key says that's wrong, dead wrong.
Anytime you take away from an individual the right to decide who they're going to vote for, what they're going to become, their own, to make decisions consciously in their own interest, I think you do them an enormous disservice.
Bruce Dunbar, News Center 2.
One additional note, in 1974, the Federal Communications Commission ruled that broadcasters should not air subliminal advertisements. The commission declared it was not in the public interest. Still, the budget video commercial did run on some Tulsa TV stations, but not on Channel 2. Wilbur D. Nye, a brother of Governor Nye, was found dead today at his trailer. Will be held Monday at 10 o'clock at the OK Baptist Church for Governor Nye's brother.
Direct examination of Doris Smith ended today on the trial for she and her husband, Finest. Now, the Smiths are charged with, among other things,
serving in that capacity since September 11th, but it was made official today during what school officials call a simple ceremony. Horton replaces Dr. William Banowski, who left earlier this year to enter private business. Horton was joined by Banowski, as well as former university presidents George Cross and Paul Sharp at today's ceremony.
Well, all appears peaceful over this part of the state tonight.
But Gary says it's a different story to our south. His weather forecast is next.
We're tearing the place up to make Evans better than ever. And during the remodeling sale, you'll save 10 to 6%.
Buying power to do it at Fred Jones Ford.
Fairly nice in this part of the state part of the day. This morning was, I got to tell you, I was up early this morning, and here in Tulsa it turned cloudy. From here to Okmulgee it was cloudy and muggy and foggy.
Right.
And then I get back and it's sunny and nice, and then you come in and say, it's getting nasty south of here. What happened with this day?
Well, the front, it just took its sweet time coming through here, and we finally got the dry air here in Tulsa. But since it was so slow to move into the southeastern sections, it did touch off some storms that lingered down in the southeast, and there was even a flash flood warning earlier down there. But it really looks like the situation has very much improved, and I don't think that we're going to see any more problems at all. Basically, with the weather picture, it looks good. About the only real fly in the ointment is some patchy fog that we'll have in the morning hours some places. 80 degrees right now in Tulsa with a 56 dew point. It's turned beautiful, dry, 44% humidity.
You almost said almost nice.
Oh, I'd say nice if you don't mind a little bit of humidity and patchy morning fog.
All right, Gary, thank you.
Thank you. Coming up in sports, the Cards try to close out the World Series tonight.
And the Sooners turn to their freshmen. Details and highlights up ahead next with Jerry Weber.
Every month, a lot of people in Oklahoma are getting good news in their electric bills. That's because
This year's cover of the Southwestern Bell White Pages looks like this. The fireworks are gone, but if you look closely, you'll find the logos of 48 local businesses. The logos were chosen by the Chamber of Commerce, which boasts Tulsa's economy is on a rebound. That's being attributed to improvements in energy, construction, and manufacturing.
All right. Coming up tonight on the Nightcast, City of Pryor loses a major employer, and there may be more money on the way for the state educational system.
We'll also have this story for you.
Is a Tulsa production firm selling ads and then not publishing them on time? Variety Production says that may have happened under previous owners of its magazine's names. But at least one of those owners now works for Variety, and one employee says she hasn't been paid. In addition, she says she sold 17 ads for Variety, and nobody's got what they paid for. I'm Bill Shield, a troubleshooter report tonight on the Nightcast.
So be sure to join us tonight at 10 for the Nightcast, and we'll see you then. For now, have a good evening.
Good night.